Hello and welcome back to Beckler Guitars and Repair, and today we're checking out my #1 guitar. This is a 2002 Les Paul Standard Premium Plus in trans amber. It's a fantastic instrument. Let's take a look. Alright, I've had this guitar for quite some time. This is a non-original case, but I think it's like period correct. It's a really nice case. Comes with the pink interior. But yeah, I've had this guitar a long time, and it's been my #1 for many, many years. I've used it for gigging and recording and all sorts of stuff. It's a 2002 Les Paul Standard Premium Plus in trans amber. So the Premium Plus just means that they used really, really nice tops for these guitars. As you can see, this one is crazily flamed and with lots of movement. And this is the first year that they were using the Burstbucker Pros pickups that use the Alnico 5 magnets. They sound great. And yeah, this guitar has just been always my best playing guitar, one of my best sounding guitars for sure, and it was always just super comfortable to play, and very reliable instrument as well. And I picked this one up, and it had been refretted by a known luthier out of Calgary, Alberta, and it's actually got stainless steel frets on here. And the fret job is just perfect. They're perfectly flat. You can get this thing crazy low with no buzz at all. And it's just a really nice guitar. Nice piece of rosewood that they used for the fretboard. And this year of Les Paul Standards had acrylic inlay, but it's kind of darker, kind of a gray inlay. I've noticed this on a couple different models. And this is a 2002, so it's considered to be, you know, good wood era. That's just the era where Gibson was known to be using really nice woods, and the quality and workmanship were just really high. So they kind of command a little bit of a premium now. And it's a one-piece mahogany body, which is really nice. There's no seam line at all. It's just one big piece of mahogany. And it's a 60s neck with all the original parts and everything. The only thing non-original on this guitar is the frets, but I do really love stainless steel frets, so that is a welcome upgrade. And it's in really nice condition too. I've really babied this thing throughout the years because it was my favorite guitar. But sadly, it's time to move on. So I've been getting really, really accustomed to larger neck guitars. My favorite guitars right now have really big, like 50 style necks. And going back to a 60s, I really miss the larger neck. And I've always wanted to own a custom shop, Gibson, and I've played and I've owned a couple, but I've always sold them because I couldn't justify the price. But I want to buy one for myself, so I want to sell this guitar in order to get the money to save up for a custom shop with a big neck. So yeah, let's get on the bench and go over some specs. So in this year of standards, they weren't doing any of the chambering or anything else like that. That was introduced in 2006. So these were more of the standard 9-hole weight relief. And some of these guitars can be really, really heavy. This one is actually not so bad. It's 8 pounds, 10.4 ounces, or 3.92 kilograms. And our Burstbucker Pros are reading a 7.9 in the bridge, a 7.33 in the neck, and a 3.80 in the middle. I forgot to mention this, but the tailpiece has been replaced, probably by the luthier who owned this before me, with this super lightweight Tone Pros tailpiece. Yeah, very nice and lightweight. What's cool about this tailpiece is it's got the screws that can lock it into place, so then you don't have to worry about it popping off when you're changing strings or anything else like that. And then this model has the ABR1 bridge. You can see it's branded there, as well as our standard ABR1 bridge posts. And the bridge isn't collapsed at all, it's in good shape. And we don't have any post lean, which is good. Let's check out the pickups. Alright, let's have a look at our Burstbucker Pro bridge. So there it is. Not much on it except for the patent applied for sticker. And let's have a look at our cavity here. You can see that there's a nice thick, super thick flame maple cap there, which looks great. And then we've got some writing in the cavity. Les Paul standard, LPST, and yeah, our routes look super clean. Not even any fuzzies or anything else. So very nice route on that one. Let's have a quick look at our neck pickup. And our neck pickup is more of the same, just the patent applied for sticker with our braided wiring. And yeah, you can see our route is really nice and clean as well. And this one seems to have a little bit of writing in the pickup cavity. I'm not sure what it means. LDTA. So yeah, not sure what that means. Let's have a quick look at our fretboard and frets now that we have the strings off. So the headstock's in good condition. A few minor handling marks here and there, but overall pretty good condition. And there's a look at our truss rod. No thread showing, good shape. And our nut is well cut. You can see that they angle the strings to the individual machine heads, and that helps with tuning stability. Not every Gibson has that. If they're paying attention when they're cutting the nut, they will. And then our fretboard looks super nice and dark and streaky. And our frets are super shiny. And there's no divots at all or pitting. And they're all stainless steel. So they'll last a very long time. And if you have a look at the fretwork on the side here, they're just really, really well done, super rounded, just absolutely smooth, and honestly just really amazing fretwork on the luthier that refretted this. And here's a look at our back cavity. So yeah, everything looks original and as it should. There's our pickups and ceramic disc capacitors and our Gibson branded pots. And yeah, and this is the mounting plate that they used to use in those years. And the route looks nice and clean. And there's a look at our three-way switch cavity. The holes all look good. It's routed well, and the plastics fit very nicely in the recessed parts, which isn't always the case. Width of the nut is a 1.67 or a 42.5 millimeters, and at the 12th fret that's a 51.7 millimeters or a 2.03 inches. Neck depth at the first fret is a 0.8 inches or a 20.5 millimeters, and at the 12th fret that's a 24.86 millimeters or a 0.97 inches. Alright, so here's a look at our neck profile. So yeah, stays nice and rounded all the way up to the 12th fret, just a standard C. So yeah, just a quick look at condition. We already had a look at the headstock and the neck. The body is in really nice shape. If you really get it into the light, there's like some minor scuff marks you can only see if in like direct light, but overall it's in really nice shape, and just a stunning top with lots of movement. And it's got a really nice grain pattern that goes vertically as well. It's a very nice looking guitar. And then on the back, we have our one-piece mahogany body. Just one solid slab. And no major scratches or dings anywhere. For a guitar that's been gigged for, 10 years, there's very little marks on it. I took pretty good care of it. If you get in the light, you can see some slight buckle worming, but nothing through the finish. And let's have a quick look at the sides. Yeah, no marks or dings anywhere on the sides. Our output jack is looking good. It's the original. And a look at our neck. It's a one-piece mahogany neck as well. And this is a 60s profile neck, like we saw. And it's got the original Gibson Deluxe tuners on there. And our serial number dates it to a 2002, made on the 9th day of the year. And on the headstock, there's just a few, hard to see even, but just a few impressions around the corner here. And I just want to double check the headstock for that. So yeah, you can see some slight marks here on the side, and I think over here a little bit as well. But yeah, even playing this thing heavy for 10 years, I haven't been able to make a divot in the stainless steel frets. And they're super smooth, and if you just look at the action of this guitar, it's crazy low. We'll get some readings with the depth gauge right away here, but yeah, just a really great looking and playing guitar. So I like my action quite low, so this is one of my lowest playing guitars. And using the notch straight edge, you can see that there's very little space between that and the fingerboard. That means that the truss rod's set nice and tight, and the neck is nice and straight. And then here in the cowboy chord area, when I fret the 3rd fret, you can see the string is resting very gently against that 1st fret. So that means we got really low action over here. With means our truss rod's nice and tight, the neck is straight, and the nut is cut very well. And then here in the 12th fret, we can see, using our depth gauge, that our our low E is set at about a 1, and our high E is kind of between a 0.5 and a 0.75, so extremely low action on this guitar. And there's even room on the bridge to go down more, so I don't think it would be possible to go down more. But the fact that this guitar can play so low is just a testament to how well the frets were done on this guitar. So yeah, amazing fret job on this guitar. So I'm just going to quickly go through the whole neck of the guitar to make sure it's not buzzing or fretting out anywhere. I literally play this guitar a couple times a week, so I know it's not. But let's go ahead and do that. I'd like to speed up this part, but if you want to hear it in real time, you can slow down the player to 25%. So yeah, just incredibly low action with no fretting out or buzzing anywhere, not even a hint. Just all the notes ringing out super clear. There's not many guitars that can do that. Okay, let's go ahead and plug it in and hear how it sounds. Alright, I'm running through my 1965 Bassman here in my settings. I'm running that through a 212 cab behind me. And I'm using a Jim Jones GTO Germanium Overdrive for my overdriven section. And I'm miking up the amp with an SM57. I also have a condenser mic doing the room. So yeah, it sounds really great, clean. The pickups are just super articulate and responsive. I really love these Burst Pucker Pros. Let's go ahead and try with a little bit of dirt. Alright, final thoughts on the 2002 Les Paul Standard Premium Plus in Trans Amber. Well, there's a reason it was my favorite guitar for over 10 years, my number one. Everything about it is just amazing. It's got a insane top on here, super gorgeous. The pickups sound amazing, clean or dirty. The stainless steel frets on here, it's been refretted with stainless steel, but they are perfectly done. Super smooth, extremely easy to bend, and well rounded on the sides. No fret sprout whatsoever. They're just a pleasure to play, and crazy low action, and a really nice weight. It's under 9 pounds. It's just over 8.5 pounds, which is a great weight for a Les Paul. Stays in tune amazing. And yeah, the only thing I don't particularly love about it anymore, and I used to, is the neck. I've just been getting into larger necks lately. So I'm gonna have this up for sale on the Reverb page, but yeah, I'm gonna put it up for what I think it's worth. And other Les Pauls of this year, Premium Pluses, I've been going for, and I'm just not gonna accept less than what I posted for, because I'd rather just keep it. But I want to use that money to fund a custom shop. But if I can get that money somewhere else, if I get that money before this thing sells, I'm definitely going to keep it, because it's just a really rare guitar. By rare, I mean I've played hundreds and hundreds of guitars, and there's very few that I love enough to keep for myself, let alone be my number one for a lot of years. So this is a very special guitar. Plays and sounds great. It resonates very nicely in your hand. It stays in tune. Yeah, and I'm going to be sad to see it go. Alright, well, thank you for tuning in to Beckler Guitars and Repair, and I'm going to have more for you really soon. Thanks a lot.